So I was trolling around the old Thrashin website again because they do make some pretty cool stuff, and I've made a bad habit out of being a regular to their website. And I noticed they just dropped a new carbon fiber part, and it just so happens that it fits on the street light. So over on the workbench, I've got fancy new parts, but this might be a video that spans a couple of days because I'm not gonna run it as it is out of the box. So we're gonna put our own custom spin, if you will, on it. So let's get to the workbench and show you what bad decision I made. All right, here it is. What this is, it's an ignition coil cover out of carbon fiber. Now, the way Thrashin's forged carbon differs from, say, Harley's, or there's another carbon company I've been looking at. I cannot think of the name of it right now. Oh man, Hoffman Designs, for instance. Thrashin does a weave carbon fiber and then does a chopped fascia or skinning over the top of that. So it is all carbon fiber. It's just not, you know, the full chopped carbon all the way through, which I don't care. I only want to know, or I only want to see the outside of it anyway. So comes with the hardware and the bracketry, 0 directions. Even online I looked, but again, it shouldn't be that hard. We're talking 1 long bolt, 2 short button head bolts, a bracket, and this. So let's take you over to the bike. I've already got it pulled out into the driveway because getting ready to go and, like I said, do my custom spin on it. But it's going to replace this. Now I've already got one on here. It was a Christmas present from one of the family, and it's just a, you know, cheap plastic Amazon special, which still looks better than the stock, but because I wasn't going to spend all the dollars on Harleys, so this is what I had on my Amazon list, and that's what they got me. Now that's cool and all. This is cooler. So it looks like an air scoop, and honestly it might somewhat function like one, but you know, that's not its primary purpose. So what I'm doing, so I'm going to load all this up back in the box it came in, and it is very well wrapped with all the bubble wrap and foam. I'm going to take it over to a buddy's house. We're going to scuff it, and we're going to shoot it with clear, because the chopped carbon only comes in matte. The twill you can get in gloss. So let's go back to the bike, and I'll show you what I already did to the other Thrashin carbon part that I got, which was my timer cover, which you guys saw the install on that. Is I've already had that sprayed with clear, and it pops so much more, the pattern, with a coat of clear on it. So I think this is technically like 3 or 4 coats, you know, and then wet sanded and polish. I didn't do a video on that because my buddy helped me out with this while I was down in Oregon, and he also did the Harley dash for me that also is forged and only comes in matte. He shot this with clear, and it just pops so much more. And you can't get these parts just from the manufacturer in gloss chopped. So Carbon Visionaries, which is the name I couldn't think of earlier, they do their chopped in matte or gloss. They do their twill gloss or matte, which would be nice if everyone else was doing that, but they're not. So I gotta do it myself. And fortunately my buddy still has all of my clear coat and activator and all that I bought for doing the Springer, but it's a different painter. So I'm gonna zip over to his place. I'll shoot, you know, bits and pieces of the process, but this isn't gonna be a how-to paint because that's not me. So let me get this boxed back up. I'm gonna rip out to his place, and you guys will see a little bit of the process, and then we'll come back for the actual install. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so we're done with paint. I'm not gonna lie, I started this over the 4th of July weekend. Today is now the 10th. I gave it a couple of days to let everything cure, because as you probably noticed in the video just a little bit ago, you did see me doing a little bit on the dash. While I was there, he and I were looking it over and did find a couple of spots in the clear from when we did it originally that we decided to kind of sand out, reshoot, resand, repolish, and it does look way more better now. So after the 4th of July weekend, I was just a combination of exhausted and lazy, let's be honest. So we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna show you how it looks now that everything is cured, at least cured enough to go on the bike. You know, it's been almost a week and it's just clear. And then we're gonna go through the install process. So let's spin you around real quick. Whoa, let's turn the camera around. All right, that's better. All right, there she is, all done up in gloss. Now we did lose a little bit of the end there. That's my fault, because you saw me doing a little bit of sanding. I might have apparently got into the matte clear, but oh well, it's gonna be mostly hidden. It's not perfect. It's not like I took this to a professional shop. I went to a friend of mine who's learning, so this was good practice for him. I learned a little bit. Had a good time doing it. Drinks were had, good times were had, and memories were made. So I got zero complaints. So in the hardware packaging, you have a T27 bolt. That's going to be your main bolt going through the ignition coil. We have a couple of these 5/32 button heads that we're going to go through here, which is then in turn going to go through here. And then this bracket's going to sit, as far as I can tell, on top of and in front of the coil. And then this, whoa, runaway bolt. And that bolt's going to go through there into the coil, hold everything there. So I got the tools I need, along with an extra socket, because I got to take off the ignition coil cover that I have, which either you have one or you don't. But if you can see the coil, you don't have one. I mean, it's that simple. So I got to pull mine off, set it aside, and then I'll pick you guys back up once this is off, and we'll try to do a real-time install. All right, so my cover's off. Obviously, here's the regular one. So with no directions or anything, my best guess is this is going in here like that, and that's what's going to support everything. Now, it does come with this, which, sitting here looking at it, I'm assuming goes in here. I don't know. Like I said, there's no directions. This is supposed to be good for the touring bikes and the Softails. So maybe we don't need this part. Maybe it's a standoff. I don't know, but every time I let go of it, it tries to fall out. So apparently I'm not going to do a real time completely. So let me put you down and use two hands. All right, so that is in. I did go ahead and use that back there as a sort of a standoff, if you can see that. I'm not sure it's going to stay, but we're going to find out. You do get a little bit of movement even when it's snugged down. So I just kind of looked underneath the coil and tried to make sure I had an even reveal down here. So I'm going to snug that up a little bit more. There's already Loctite on there. I pre-Loctited everything. So I'm growing. So at this point, all we should have to do is we have to remove our spark plug wires, make sure we remember where they go. This one in the front is going to go in the front of the coil. Well, when I say front, I mean front of the head. Yeah, in front of the head. So front to front, and then obviously back to back. So I don't think this is going to be another one-handed operation, especially when it comes to freshly clear-coated carbon. So I'm going to put you down again. I'm sorry. This isn't going to be what I intended, but we're rolling with the punches, so hold up. All right, it's on, and I only smashed my thumb once. I will tell you, these back plugs, those tolerances are tight between the boot and the back side of the carbon, but I kind of like that. So, I mean, that looks really damn cool. I appreciate the black button head bolts, keeping that in there, and wheel around here. There's the coil. So it kind of looks like a ram air duct, but obviously it's purely aesthetic. But that's just cool. You know, and I know it's probably dark, you probably can't tell the forged carbon in there, but, you know, I dig it. And like I said, I Loctited the button heads. I didn't use much because they are small, and I don't like to use any Loctite on the small ones, but if I do, I mean, it's half a dab. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, they got that one right. So, you know, kudos to Thrashin for nailing that one. So now I've got, you know, some carbon on the low side, on top of the tank, the high side, and I think that's going to be about it that I'm going to do on this. I'm on the fence about Advan Black's new mirrors that they have out there that have the chopped carbon insert, because I really like the ones I have. So, and mirrors for quality ones, God, they'll hurt your wallet's feelings. But the only other thing I wish is that you had the option to get the chopped in gloss or the twill in matte. But, you know, maybe that's just what sells. Maybe people want chopped that's matte finished, and I'm the oddball. I mean, I know I am. My wife tells me all the time, but at least I was able to do something a little bit different, you know, put my own little spin on, you know, an aftermarket part that doesn't come available the way I wanted it. So, you know, and I could have just gone and picked up a can of 2K clear and done this at home, but, you know, my buddy knows more about doing this than I do, and it's hard to pass up opportunity for good times and cold beer. So, questions, comments, concerns, I want to hear them. So drop them down below. I'll get back at you. But until then, we'll catch y'all next time. Later.